I think we certainly all read regularly about the changing demographics, both in the country, in the state, and including in our town of Carlisle here, where we do have an aging population. People are living longer. I think I read a statistic that by 2030, we'll have the number of Americans over the age of 65 will double. That's a significant group of folks who are potentially in need of various types of assistance. Maybe you could talk sort of specifically about the services that your company offers and how that directly would affect, people here in Carlisle, because we know, Angela knows and everybody knows of the number of folks in Carlisle who want to live in their homes. They've lived here for a long time, but maybe don't have the capability of taking care of themselves fully or even taking care of their properties fully. So what types of services do you offer, and specifically how do people access those services?
Thanks, yeah. It can start from just basic things like getting out to get groceries. As some folks, move on, they need help with transportation. Our caregivers can drive either their car or their client's car. If the client still has a car and wants to use their car, that's often sometimes how it starts. Folks generally, and this is common where it's a hard thing to accept help, but once help is accepted, it provides a freedom and independence that the person might not have had for years. So after kind of getting over that hurdle, helping with some things like just going out to get groceries is a great way to just start how we might be able to help them. But beyond just the transportation needs, we can get into basic companionship, where our caregivers will just provide an interaction and engaging experience, whether it might be just doing puzzles, playing games or cards, but bonding with the client in their environment, in their home, where they want to be. After, including all of this, all the services are included with each of our caregivers. Our caregivers that provide personal care are certified nursing assistants or certified home health aides. And that has given them some training and background to know what type of help is needed and how to perform that help. So they've had clinical experience working with clients, from bathing, dressing, transferring in and out of beds to chairs or so forth, walking around if they just need some help walking around at home or are a fall risk. Some folks, as we all get older, tripping is a common concern. And if there's one thing, as far as statistics you're mentioning, the biggest reason folks aren't able to stay at home or live their retirement where they want to live is because they've had a fall. So doing everything we can to prevent falls and providing that extra support around the home or in and out of the home is critical to that dream of living retirement where you want to live.
Sure. Could you talk a little bit about how one might transition from having family members assist with caring to where they might have somebody, for instance, your company, start providing those services? Because I think certainly in many cases, the immediate family is the first stop in terms of care, but there are times when there's not the availability or enough time or what have you, or enough emotional capacity to handle all the needs of their loved ones.
Yeah, it is. It's a common situation where a family member might be burning out, and it's a tough situation, especially say a wife is taking care of her husband and they've lived together, they've been married for decades, but now the wife is burning out because of the care she might be providing for her husband. Often we would start in those kind of cases providing respite care, and respite care support is primarily for the person who is already helping their loved one. And it could just be a few hours a day to, a full week straight where they just need to get away. They need to decompress and just take care of themselves. It's a very similar analogy to the airplanes. You do need to put your own mask on first. And those care partners or caregivers, the private or family caregivers, do need to make sure they take care of themselves. And even on our team, caregiving, I feel, is one of those occupations that should be treated in the same realm as first responders, in that they're providing an honorable service to our loved ones and helping them through very difficult and challenging times in their own personal lives, but they're also providing help for those family members who are burning out and need that break.
Mm-hmm.